Oh yes, yo chicken bros, what's up? It's your boy Smile here coming at you with a brand new video. And today I'm going to be talking about the midterms and certain things along with it because, well, it's coming up pretty fast and I have been known as a semi-political commentary channel as well because I do want to mention the good and bad that all presidents and things do whenever I can. But first, if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to leave a like, share, subscribe, hit that bell, mega ring, ding ding. And with all that being said, let's get into today's video now, shall we? So I'm going to start off with the left side of the aisle since they are the ones in majority control right now and give them a good props for something. They have been working on computer GPU. With the problems with China and Taiwan, that is a huge step up because if we are able to make those ourselves, then we do not have to worry about outside influence. But, looking at it, why don't we do that with gas? When we know we can. We have the oil rigs possible. He shut down multiple. And by him I mean Biden. So, why aren't you doing that? And the fact that you are keeping that weak point, and President Trump, which love him or hate him, he is fighting at that weak point, which is making your side look a lot worse. I just want to say that straight up. You need to start doing stuff with the gas prices. That's going to be something that's really going to hurt you come midterms. And while I don't think there's going to be a quote-unquote red wave, there might be, but I don't think so. Both polling data and other things kind of make me doubt it a tidbit. Although it has been known and well known at this point that a lot of times early polling data is shifted further towards the left than it would be, and the right is always seen as a bit lesser than what it will be. I don't see a huge red wave coming. Now, the other bad parts of the left side of the aisle is obviously Biden's speech. What the heck is wrong with you with that one? I mean, let me just put it to you straight. You're going to stand with 2 soldiers armed behind you, shrouded in shadows, with a red background. Like you look like Emperor Palpatine at this point. What the freak was that? And you're calling all quote-unquote MAGA Republicans semi-fascists. Now, I don't see MAGA Republicans as that. Personally, I look at them and what they are going for is what you are weak on, to be honest. Everything that you are weak on. Let's see. Overseas policies. Gas prices. Economics. Day-to-day life for the fellow Americans. That is what they are building on and making a America first kind of country. Which will be great for us. Don't get me wrong. It will be great for the people living in America. Will it be great for those outside of America? Who knows? I'm just stating their side. And with the right, they have been making a lot of huge moves that you cannot deny. I mean, Ron DeSantis. Love him or hate him, he's done some pretty good moves. For the right, generally speaking. And I don't know exactly how to feel about Trump, to be honest, especially with the Mar-a-Lago raid. That might be a decent factor in determining the midterms, but it won't be a big one, just like how the left was saying that abortion will most definitely help them get a huge boost in the midterms, but as of right now, I'm not seeing anyone talk about that. But that raid was kind of dumb on many different levels, in my humble opinion. And that's one of the few opinions I'll give you, but anywho. The Mar-a-Lago raid, while I don't think it was warranted, I'd at least like to know, and this is my problem with media, they are constantly bashing Trump, constantly hammering on him. So, if he had those documents for nefarious reasons, number one, I wouldn't believe it, given the way the media is so hard on him. I would have no belief that it was actually for nefarious purposes. Therefore, he could get away with it a lot easier. That's the problem with a biased news sort of area. That's the problem. He could be doing horrible things with those that we don't know about, and we wouldn't believe because we know that they're going to be super hard on him. But either way it goes, they are making huge moves. I mean, the Hispanic vote has been moving further and further to the right somehow. There's so many different things you can look at and say, oh shoot, the right's doing some good stuff. And the left is honestly stagnating. And above all of that, look at the age difference. That's another major big talking point that nobody's talking about. The age gap. Look at Ron DeSantis and some of the right-wing candidates. Younger, more vibrant. I mean, you got AOC on the left, sure. You can give them that. But when you think about left people, left-leaning people, who do you think of? People such as Bernie Sanders, Joe Biden, people who are a lot older. And that is a huge issue because people don't want older people in office right now, other than Trump for some strange reason, which is a weird cultural kind of strange standard that I don't personally get. But the end-all be-all here, that I'm mentioning all of this about midterm stuff, if the left wants to get back their cultural dominance, or whatever cultural dominance they may have had, if they ever had it, or at least be relevant, number one, they need to get some younger people up and ready for office. Number two, AOC is not a good candidate. Let me repeat. By polling data, AOC is not the best candidate. I have to say that she's just not. Even in my humble opinion, which I don't mention most of the time, AOC is more celebrity than she is politician, and that's a huge problem. One reason why I wasn't the biggest fan of Trump, and I'm still not super positive on Trump. I mean, my emotions are rather mixed when it comes to Trump. I don't know exactly how to feel about him, but you get my point. I don't think AOC is going to be their winning ticket. So they need to get younger, vibrant, awesome sort of politicians for their side that are ready to fight these younger right-wing people. Ready to get in the debates and have the arguments. Because if they don't get that, where are they going to go? And I don't want the left to die out. Now you may be like, oh, well then you're a left-wing social justice warrior, piece of crap, or whatever the right-wing people might say. No, that ain't it at all. People misunderstand politics as a right or left football game. The right is conservatives. They're wanting to keep things the same. The left is a group of change. They give out their ideas and say, hey, we've been doing it this way for 30,000 years. Why don't we try it this way? Which is why I don't see liberals' liberation as the correct terminology for their party. Although it is their party name, I will go with it. They are a group of change. Which is why they may be wrong a bit more than they are right. But they are needed. They are a needed party in a government. Just as much as the right wing is. Heck, when we look at everything out in the world today with all these new big moves, just one after the other big changes, that means that the left may be a bit more powerful than the right side as of right now. And the right, if the right was super powerful, we'd be saying, well, look at this problem over here. Don't we need to change something with that? And then you'd have people saying, oh no, we've been doing this for hundreds of thousands of years, it's good. You know what I mean? That would be what would be said if it was a right-dominated area. And that's the general issue right now. We're meant to be in gridlock as a society. Our entire politics are meant to be in a constant gridlock to get only the best ideas out. If there's an imbalance in that, we have a problem as Americans. But with all that being said, Yo Man Smile is over and out. Peace. Just before I head out, if you disagree with any of my opinions, that's 100% fine. Your opinions are obviously valid enough to be had and argued on the stage. I would love to hear your opinions in the comment below. I will argue with you on that, and argue isn't really the best word, but you get my point. I'm willing to have the conversation with you, see your point of view, and we can talk about it. I am genuinely interested. But with all that being said, I'm gonna head out. Peace.